Bill and Liane Russell used Oak Ridge National Laboratory's mouse house to examine radiation's relation to mutations. Former Y12 plant manager Gordon Fee explains.
In the early years, beginning in the 50s and up until the 80s, there was a biology division at Oak Ridge National Laboratory, and at one time had the largest pure stream of mice for experiments in the world. 250,000 mice was the peak in there. Started out very small in the hundreds and then the thousands, and two very talented biology doctors, husband and wife team, Bill and Liane Russell, used those mice for years to study the intricacies of the human body.
Liane Russell talks about experiments that led to guidelines protecting women during pregnancy.
I guess the main mission of the program, to start with at least, was to determine radiation-induced mutation rates. I found that there were critical periods in the development. At certain stages of development, you would get certain very specific types of effect. When we try to equate the time range in mouse development to human development by picking, say, the same stage in humans where you get, I don't know, the heart developed in a human and the heart developed in a mouse, and plotting all those things, it turned out that it's the first 7 weeks in humans instead of 15 days in a mouse. That was the really critical for major aberrations, abnormalities. And so anyhow, we developed this recommendations because at that time there was still a lot of medical radiation used, X-rays, just for diagnostic purposes. And so we recommended that if you could schedule, if it wasn't life necessary for survival, I think, if you could schedule radiations, it should be restricted to the first 2 weeks following a menstrual period. And that became known as some people call it a 10-day rule, and some call it a 14-day rule. Anyhow, it went into the medical literature, and it's still in use now. The problem is most women don't know they're pregnant. So just being asked, might you be pregnant, isn't going to help. And that's why we set a specific time range.
Bill and Liane Russell made many discoveries in biology and genetics. One of the most important, determining that in humans, many mammals, and some other species, the Y chromosome is what determines sex at birth. People with 2 X chromosomes tend to develop female characteristics, and 1 Y and 1 X, male characteristics.